On Friday, June 28, 2017, the APELL Bahia Blanca process, together with the Compania Megafirm, carried out a new large-scale field simulation with the additional feature of the special participation of two railway lines operating in the industrial sector, Ferrosur Roca and Ferroexpreso Pampeano. Activities took place in an area near the 3.5-kilometer mark of Route 252 at the main entry point to the port of Ingeniero White, where a valve pertaining to the gas pipeline from the supply ship dock is located and close to a railway branch line. In this area, a tent was set up to house special guests from the participant firms, representatives of the local town hall, the municipal executive, as well as national, provincial, and union authorities. The working hypothesis was locomotive derailment, affecting the valve safety items and causing a methane gas leak, with the added complication caused by the fact of the engine driver suffering a concussion. A dummy was used to represent the unconscious driver, and a high-pressure nitrogen flask to simulate the gas leak. The drill started with the reception of 3 calls to the Communications Emergency Center, 2 of them made almost immediately by an unharmed engine driver and the private railway guard accompanying the unit to cut off traffic at road crossings. The 3rd call from the control room of Mega Corporation was an emergency alert on a gas leak from a valve, informing that the plant's emergency siren had been sounded, a task force had been sent to the location of the accident, and local firemen had been alerted. Once the Director of Civil Defense had been alerted, he immediately categorized the emergency as one of Level 2, according to the Technological Emergency Response Program, and asked the local firemen to designate a safe place, according to weather conditions and product features, to set up a tent to house the on-site committee, as also to establish the necessary roadblocks and simultaneously broadcast pre-recorded simulation commencement announcements on the national radio service. An item well worth mentioning is the huge and successful traffic freeze operation carried out by engine drivers, municipal transit vehicles, and community safety personnel. Once the on-site committee gathering place had been designated as the truck parking lot of Unipar Indupa, the advisory group set up activities in the trailer of the Danger of Substances Containment and Ecology Emergency Delegation. The mission of this group, formed by fire chiefs, representatives of the affected firms, CP and APELL coordinators, the private railway guard of the unit, and a national radio representative simulating the media spokesman, was to support the Director of Civil Defense in coordinating emergency response. Meanwhile, at the site of the accident, firemen coordinated gas leak containment activity with a corporate specialist, while others established water curtain firewalls, trying to shield the rescue workers as they rescued the dummy driver from inside the locomotive. Highly commendable efforts of coordination were displayed by the firemen teams from the nearby towns of General Serri, Cabildo, Ingeniero White, and Punta Alta, together with the Navy Prefecture, the Federal and Buenos Aires Province police forces, in order to save the wounded engine driver, who was transferred to an ambulance that took him to hospital, thus ending this simulation.